Here we are. Can't come through here.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How are you today, Ida?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm great. I'm excited to talk to you again and to your students. And how are you?
We're doing great, and we're excited as well. I hope you can see us better today. We've readjusted the camera. And Ida, I want your students to know we have very special guests in our classroom today. So I want them to feel more comfortable communicating with us. I want to introduce a couple of them to you, if you don't mind.
No, that's great. I'm adjusting the camera so you can see my students as well a little bit better. They're behind me and they're waving and saying hello.
Wave, guys. Okay, if you look at the back of my room, we'll start on the far left-hand side. This is Dr. Quincy Moore. She is our school superintendent here in our school district. So she's with us today. And then the gentleman in the middle is Dragan
Stankovic.
And he is the gentleman that I was telling you about earlier in the week that I asked you about. He is a Serbian.
Yes. Zdravo.
Hi.
Kako je vreme? Kako je vreme tamo?
Do you hear them well? They say that the weather is not really fine. I would just like to say that nice to meet you all, and I'm really flattered that you all joined our conversation here online.
And then next we have Mr. Scott Powell. He is from our local newspaper. He's our educational reporter. And then we have our principal, Dr. Mark Bunch, and he's joining us as well today. And we've got one more that's going to scoot into the camera with us. This is Mr. Todd Hughes. He's over our technology department here in the district. So we're all excited to be here with you today, Ida.
Nice to meet you all. I didn't expect so much important people joining us today. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ida Ljubic, and I'm a history teacher here in Zagreb, in Croatia. I'm really glad that we will all talk today, and I will now invite my students also to sit maybe a little bit closer so you can see them better. I'm especially glad that my students will also maybe communicate a little bit in Croatian or in Serbian, whatever, that's almost the same. And I would like to remind the students and our guests today that we will be talking a little bit about religion in Croatia.
Thank you.
We don't have many guests here in Zagreb, but I will try to convince my principal and some professors to join our conversation next time.
That would be great. We would enjoy that. Ida, our guests are not going to be able to stay very long. Did your students or maybe you have some questions for them?
I will ask them, and I think they have. So I will just ask them to come here in front of the camera and ask a couple of questions. Ajde, dođite, pitajte, da li se nešto dogodilo u međuvremenu s našima? Hoćete? Evo Tomislav je. Dođi, predstavi se. Evo, dođi tu sjedi, mahni. Pitaj da li se nešto važno dogodilo u njihovim životima. Kako je kod njih vrijeme? Kako se ostavlja? Jednostavno.
Okay. Hi, my name is Tomislav. I'm 15 years old. I live in Zagreb, and is something important happened to you these days?
Šta si pitao?
Is something important happened to you these days in North Carolina?
He would like to know if anything important happened in North Carolina in this last week that we haven't seen each other.
Well, we had 4 inches of snow last week. We're out of school.
I agree. That's also very important. Snow is always actually I don't know, not influencing our lives in the best way, I guess.
Ovdje nema sneg, više puta sada. Kad ima sneg, to je nešto novo.
Okay.
We mentioned snow, Eda, because in South Carolina we have to put snow makeup days in our calendar. And you're required to put 3 snow makeup days in the calendar. We had already passed 2 of those. So we have 1 day left, and we will make that day up next Friday. And then we're kind of waiting to see what the government will say in terms of the other 2, if they'll excuse those or if we're required to make those up. So that's why it's kind of a big deal. It's just not an automatic pass. We're required to go to school 180 days. So if we miss due to snow, we've got to figure out a way to make it up.
I understand that. Yes. Well, a similar situation is here in Croatia.
Oh, well, how big is your school?
We have 600 students at this school, and 27 teachers teach the 4 classes: language arts, math, science, and social studies. Then we have additional teachers that teach PE, art, music. So it's about 600 students. Our high school has about 2,200 students.
Okay. Što želite još pitati? Što se događa poslije, nakon njihovog obrazovanja, mogu to pitati? When they finish the school, gdje će, čime će se onda poslije baviti?
Well, when you finish your school, what will you do after the school?
That's for you guys. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What kind of careers do you want to have?
Preacher. Oh, yeah. Yeah, athlete. I want to be a preacher when I grow up.
Great.
Someone else?
I want to be a lawyer when I grow up.
Wow. That's nice.
I want to be an athlete.
Were you able to understand what he said?
We didn't understand the last student, but we are kind of impressed. For example, this girl, she would like to be a lawyer. That's really, really great.
Yes, ma'am. The last one said he would like to be an athlete, like a professional athlete.
Wow, that's great. Now, I gave my students an assignment, so if they can present a little bit about our school, because our school is really big. I didn't know that you have 600 students. That's also very, very big. So I would like my students to present our school and what will they do when they finish education, if that is all right with you.
That sounds great.
Okay, now Borna will come. Borna will come here and he will present our school. And if you don't understand us, please tell us, because the connection today is a little bit, it's not as good as the last time.
Hi. Da počnem. Hi, my name is Alex. I'm 15 years old. I go in the school. I would like to present my school and talk about it. So the name of our school is Hotel, Tourism and Catering Industry Vocational School. It is the oldest and biggest middle school with a 3-year catering and 4-year tourism program. We have a 3-year cook program, a 3-year waiter program, and a 3-year pastry maker program, and a 4-year tourism program. We have about 800 students in our school. Uh, so in our school, we learn subjects like organization, gastronomy or cooking, basics of tourism, English, history, German, biology, Croatian, PE, and many more. The school is located in New Zagreb in a neighborhood called Utrina. I chose this school because I'm interested in tourism and tongues or languages, and in this school, the school provides a really good education of languages. So when I finish the school, I can be a cook or a waiter or a maid or a receptionist and or a director of a hotel or restaurant.
Did you understand everything that Borna said?
Very good. Very
Yes,
good
ma'am.
English.
Kako sam malan.
Recimo da se mi uglavnom ovdje bavimo turizmom, naši učenici, da se zanimaju za turizam, isto da uče puno jezika, da vole kuhati.
So in this school, we learn more about tourism, and our students are really interested in cooking and languages. Croatia is a tourist country.
And we have, pretpostavljam da ćemo naći posao.
And I think we will find a good job after our school education.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay, yes.
Do you want to live in Europe after you finish school, or do you want to travel around the world, or specifically to America?
Well, I would like to travel around the world because I would like to see more than our continent.
What do you want to see?
Well, America, Asia, and South America.
Come to South Carolina, it's beautiful.
Okay, I will. And you come to Croatia.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hvala, hvala.
Odakle ste vi iz Srbije?
Say again?
Odakle ste iz Srbije točno?
Ja sam blizu Leskovac, selo Gložene. Leskovac?
Kako mi volimo?
Leskovac?
Volimo leskovački roštilj. Mi.
Okay, we just asked the gentleman from Serbia. We wanted to know where he's actually from. And he comes from a really nice town in Serbia where they prepare meat in a very specific way. It's leskovački roštilj, and we eat it here also. We like it a lot.
Ja, treba da mi pošaljete to na malo.
No problem, we will send it to you. With mail, I guess. Okay, so this is about our school. It's a tourist school. Most of our students, when they finish education here, they will either go to the university or they will get a job in tourism industry or in catering industry. And I just have to say that my students really like to cook. So when you come to Croatia, they will cook for you because they like to work with food a lot.
I don't know if you know about us Americans, but we love to eat. Yes.
And can somebody please, just for my satisfaction, say just a couple of words about Southern food? I heard it's very spicy, and when I say a couple of words about Southern food, I heard it's spicy and very tasty.
We have a wide range of food here in the South. One of our most famous, I guess, is fried chicken. It's very tasty, and we enjoy that. Now, we do a whole variety. We have multicultural foods throughout our community that we get to eat and enjoy. John Boy here, if he'll stand up for us. Yeah.
I remember him from last time. He said that he likes fishing and hunting. And I wanted to ask him, where does he hunt?
Well, I hunt in a lot of different places, but one place I really like to hunt is on some land we have, and there is some deer back there that we hunt.
Now, John Boy is very good at cooking deer meat.
Oh yeah.
For our Christmas party, he brought in some deer chili, which was very spicy,
Also,
but yet very tasty. And we got to enjoy that as a class, as well as Dr. Bunch got to enjoy that a little bit, and some others. But he brought that in. That's just one of the many foods that we eat.
I think that's excellent, deer meat. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure that this student will prepare deer for me when he comes to Croatia one day.
We want you to.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have a question for you. You said that you all, it's a 3-year cooking school, organizational, all for tourists. How long do your students actually go to your school?
3 or 4 years.
And then once you're there 3 or 4 years, do you graduate and go into the working world?
Yes, or we go in a university.
Now, in your classes, are you, like right now, are you involved in many classes, like cooking classes? You're taking them all at one time?
Yes.
Yes, we cook. We have special classrooms.
We cook and we have special classrooms for it.
In many of our high schools in South Carolina, we have the same curriculum. Students can go into tourism, learn to be chefs, and other skills like that. We call them vocational schools here in South Carolina.
Yeah, yes, our school is also vocational, and for 3 or 4 years they study cooking. We have specialized labs for cooking here in the school, and they also have some general subject as Croatian language and literature, history, and I don't know, što imamo od opće obrazovnih još? They also have math, IT, or computer science, but mostly their subjects are involved somehow in tourism or in cooking.
Okay. A couple of our students have some questions for you.
Great.
What kind of food do y'all cook? Like,
I will ask one student from my class so she can answer it. Što volite kuhat, što volite jesti? Kolače. Sve. Dobro, već bila. Prošli put dođi. Ti se ne snaš. Ili Daniel? Okay, a couple of our female students will now come and they will say what they like to cook and prepare here in school.
Hi, my name is Daniela. My name is Dora.
Yes, we were meeting Dora last time.
Yes. She's a student from the last time, and now they will say what they studied and what kind of food they like to cook.
I like cooks. Ne mogu se sjetiti. All sorts of food.
What's my favorite is?
And my favorite is pa ne znam. Pa sve. My favorite is everything. I cook and I eat everything.
Okay, go ahead.
I like make pancakes. Uh,
Pancakes, that.
and I don't know.
Do you like fried chicken?
Yes.
She also like fried chicken. They are excellent in preparing pancakes. You?
Soups
Okay.
and I don't know.
Что?
And pasta.
Okay. So did you understand them? They're a bit shy, but they really cook good, I think. I think they do. They're a little bit shy, but I think that when you ask Croatian people what they like to eat and cook, and mostly what we do in our school, prepare pasta, fried chicken, pizza also. The guys are yelling from the other side of the classroom, pizza is the best. And soups also. It's traditional food, so we have many sorts of soups here in Croatia.
Do you make cevapi?
Oh yes, definitely. They forgot to say that because we eat cevapi so often that it's our almost everyday food.
Good.
What is that?
Okay, Susan, I will ask one of my students to explain what cevapi is. No, pomoći ću ti. Okay, Mihail is coming and he will explain what cevapi is. It's actually a Bosnian meal, but we eat it also in Croatia and in Serbia.
Hello. So cevapi, it is actually minced meat. So we roll it up into small parts, and we bake them on barbecue. So they get some taste of the wood. Small.
And put it in the bread. Okay. Michael is also very shy. What he said is that we, when we make cevapi, it's minced meat, and we use minced meat in very small parts, and we put it actually in the bread. First we barbecue it, and then we put it in the bread. That's what he said, if you haven't heard him.
We did. I have a student here that's going to share. We kind of do a barbecue as well.
Oh, barbecue, it comes from a pig, and it's a bunch of chopped up meat, and then you can bake it or grill it or just about anything. And then you put sauce on it. I like to put hot sauce on it, a lot of hot sauce.
That's very, very tasty. And do you use any kind of, how can I say that, like some sort of liquid that you put on the barbecue, like a sauce? That's what I wanted to ask. Do you put any sauces on the barbecue?
Yeah. In South Carolina, one of the unique things about South Carolina, the different regions of the state, even though we're a small state, they cook it 3 different ways. In the upstate where we're from, it's a vinegar base almost. In the lower part of the state near the coast, they use tomato. And then near Columbia, South Carolina, our state capital, it's mustard base. So it's very interesting the different ways. Even a small state like us cooks it very differently. But it's all very, very good. Some people cook whole hogs. Some people cook partial hogs. But it's a very popular way for families to get together, for organizations and companies to get together and have a great time. I've even used to raise money sometime for different organizations or good causes.
Okay, thank you for explaining that. And Susan and I last time talked about our topic today, actually, and some of my students prepared some tasks about religion in Croatia. So I would really like them to read what they prepared so we can present what religions are present here now in Croatia. And maybe the gentleman from Serbia can also help us because we have many Orthodox believers here in Croatia. So I would like to ask my students now to read their assignments. So your students can hear that we have many different religions here in Croatia, and I think that's good. I think that religious tolerance is something that is very important, and the difference between religions shouldn't be something that we should fight about. So I would like to ask my students so they come here and tell you something a little more about religions. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thomas? Let's start. Možete im dati slovo?
Da. Dobro. Okay, ja se previše vidim. Hi, my name is Helena. I have 15 years old, and I will talk about religions. Population in Croatia is a little bit more than 4 million people. Croatia is predominantly a Catholic country. The stands are 86% Catholics, 5% Orthodox, 0.34% is Protestant, 1.47% Muslims, Muslim, and 0.01% Jews. There are about 200 Jews in Zagreb. The Jews were perished in the Holocaust. Today we have two Jewish municipalities in Zagreb, and our communities in Zagreb, and our class visited a Jewish middle school. And we also have atheists around 3.80%.
Okay.
I'm Catholic.
Okay.
I'm Catholic.
Imate kakve pitanje? Hoćete li biti?
Ima još. Mislim,
Daj stoj. Hi, my name is Johanna and I'm 15 years old. In Croatia we have freedom of religion or religious tolerance. Schools teach... Vjeronauk.
Religion as a subject.
Schools teach religion as a subject, but only Catholic. The other religions have religion as a subject too, but in their religion communities, all religions can celebrate their holidays. In our class, we're all religiously tolerant.
Okay, reciprocity.
I'm Catholic.
Je li vam važno vjera u životu?
Yes, it is.
Reci za mene.
Kako da to kažem? To me, religion is very important.
Did you understand the girls, what they said?
Yes, ma'am, we did.
Okay. So what they actually said is that, yes, I guess that religion in Croatia is important, and my class here is religious class. They study also Catholic religion in the school, and I think also in their church communities. I just wanted to say a couple of words about our Jewish community. It's really, really small, because most Jews perished in the Second World War. We have 200 Jews here, and our school cooperates with them. We often visit them, and we have some friends there. But we also have a Muslim girl in the class, and she will later present her task, what she had to do for today, if you don't have any questions. Maybe if you would like to ask my students something.
Questions?
For example, my question for American students would be, is religion something very important for you, personally?
Who's going to Impact Weekend this week, next week? Anybody? Tell them about what you're doing in 2 weeks. Man, tell them what you're doing.
Madison, stand
Tell
up.
them what you're doing. Tell them what you're doing next weekend. Impact Weekend. What's it all about? That's religious weekend.
Yes, we go to this.
Guess speak real loud.
Okay, I guess we go to this like church one night and we do all these different things for one weekend.
Can you hear her?
In our town of Gaffney, religion is very important. Next weekend, many of the churches gather together for a full weekend of service. The youth, the people your age, get together for a full weekend. So yes, religion is very important in our town.
Okay, thank you. And what about the other students? Are they religious? Is that important personally for them?
Yes. It is for yes, ma'am.
What kind of religions are there in Gaffney? What are there many different religious communities?
Christianity. Yeah, Catholic.
Jewish community.
Methodist. Yeah, Methodist. Methodist, Jewish.
Can you hear all the different kinds of religions that are in our community?
Yes, we can hear. I think that's also excellent because, as I said, I think that this diversity is very interesting.
And we're like your country. We embrace everything. We embrace it all. There is a difference in our thing. We try to keep church and state separate, and we do a good job of that. But we also, just like here at our school, we have a group called FCA. It's where you come in 1 day a week, and it's all voluntary. And you come in, and we have a little Bible study, and then we go to class.
Okay, I understand that. And I guess you all get along. Are there any sorts of conflicts maybe between religion? Because here in Europe, I guess throughout the history, religion was always some kind of a problem, I guess.
No, we really don't have conflict when it comes to that.
Oh, no, that's great to hear. That's great to hear. And I would like to ask one more student. She's the Muslim girl from our class. Her name is Alisa. She's also a little bit shy, so please support her because she would like to present something about her religion.
Ida, while she's coming, we have Mr. Scott Powell from our newspaper. He would like to ask you a question.
Oh, definitely. Okay. Would he like to ask me that now or after Alisa's assignment?
Just right now. I was just wondering what your class thinks about being able to listen and talk with students here in America. And does this make you want to visit our country one day?
Okay. I didn't understand the last question. Please, if you can repeat.
Would your students like to visit the U.S. after having spoken with students here?
I think definitely yes. Even when we met, even before when we met online, my students said definitely we would like to visit United States. They said in the history class that they're very interested in United States as a state. They were very motivated to meet American students. So yes, I think that they would like to travel there and to make a field trip. Yes, they are all saying yes, yes, yes. We would like to visit you. And I hope that you would like to visit us here in Croatia. If any of your students or you maybe would like to come here in Croatia, you are our guests. And I hope we will meet in person one day.
I think your teacher's going to take that trip first.
Yes. Do you have more questions, maybe?
Good. No,
That's good.
Let's hear from her student, the Muslim student.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I will ask Alisa to come here, near the camera. Da, da, zajedno ćemo. Reci
Hello, my name is Alisa.
Što ćeš napraviti sad? Pročitat ću vam nešto o svojoj vjeri. I will read you something about my religion.
I
Will read you.
Will read you
Something about
something about my religion.
Okay.
Prvo bih mi rekla da oni nisu.
Okay.
First thing I want to say about Muslims and Islam. Okay. First thing I want to say about Muslims and Islam is that they are wound terrorists. In Croatia and whole Europe, most of that 19-15% are ordinary people who believe in one God, Allah Jaleshanuhu. Whole book is Quran, which is written on Arabic language. Muhammad alayhi salam is a prophet who wrote Quran by words of Allah Jaleshanuhu before Allah Jaleshanuhu came to Muhammad, or Muhammad could not write or read. To Muslims, Islam exists even before Muhammad. We believe in Abraham, Isaac, and
even Jesus.
Islam is very hard religion to live. Muslims must follow fin.
A little bit of help to Alisa, yes. Okay, she says that Muslims follow 5 pillars of Islam.
They are
declaring
there is not
God except
Allah Jaleshanuhu, and Muhammad alayhi salam is
God's messenger. Okay. Salat
is
ritual prayer
5 times a day at the
dawn, midday,
afternoon, sunset,
and evening.
Zakat is giving 25%
2% of our saving
to the
poor and needy. Okay, ovo. Pročitaj mi to na arapskom.
7.
Is fasting
and self-control during holy month of Ramadan.
Hajj, pilgrimage to
Mecca at
least once
in lifetime if
someone is able.
Muslims are not allowed to drink alcohol and eat pork.
So this was Alisa's assignment. I think that she's a little bit struggling with her English and she's very shy, but she told me that it's very important for her to say that not all Muslims are bad people, and that here in Croatia we have peaceful Muslims, and we all live in religious tolerance, we tolerate each other. And she described a little bit about the Muslim way of life.
y'all have questions, please?
Would you like to ask something, Alisa?
First of all, Alisa, you did great.
Okay, thank you.
So don't be shy. Do y'all have any questions? Okay. One of my students asked this, and he didn't understand. Did you say you couldn't eat pork?
Yes, that's correct. Muslims in general are not allowed to eat pork. They don't think it's a clean animal. So Muslims here in Croatia don't eat ševapi if they are made of pork. They only eat veal or any other kinds of meat. And they are not allowed to drink alcohol.
You can stand up and finish the names.
What is y'all's biggest tourist attraction?
Excuse me, can you repeat? What is our biggest
tourist attraction?
Oh, tourist attraction. We have so many that we can talk about an hour about our tourist attractions. What will you say? Okay, so my students are suggesting the town Dubrovnik. We talked about it last time. It's the town where the famous film series is filmed, Game of Thrones. You can see it on the television. Then, for example, we have one really huge Roman, I'll have to ask my students to help me. So one really big Roman palace in Split that was built by Roman Emperor Diocletian. And for example, we have Lake Plitvice. It's also very a famous tourist attraction, and sometimes maybe we can show you next time, for example, our most famous tourist attractions, if you are for that.
Okay, that sounds like a good thing to do on the next assignment. Dr. Bunch has a question for you.
In South Carolina and in America, television is very important to us, entertainment. Tell me about your TV and what you have access to in your country.
Što gledate od televizije i ovako, ne znam koje su vam najdraže serije i to? Ko bi htio, ko je ovako hrabri malo? Ne? Probaj, Marina, hoćeš? Okay. They're a little bit shy, but what they told me is that they like to watch cartoons, and I think all of them have Cartoon Network. I don't know if you have it in United States.
Yes. What is your favorite cartoon?
What is your favorite cartoon? SpongeBob. That's what they said. What else, maybe? Tom and Jerry. How
about The Simpsons?
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, The Simpsons. You watch The Simpsons?
Do you watch The Simpsons? Yes, they like Simpsons. What else?
That's not a cartoon. What other cartoons? Tell them.
Little Einstein.
Yes, and I think they like Dexter's Laboratory. Yes, they like Dexter's Laboratory.
Can we see nuts?
And they like that new cartoon movie, Despicable Me, if you know. Yellow guys with one eye.
One of my students has a question for you.
Okay, no problem. I would just like to remind you that my students will have to go to other classes now in a couple of minutes. Okay, no. They are telling me now they have to. I thought that they will have religious class, but the teacher said that you're allowed to stay. Okay, they will maybe have 1 hour more to talk to you, but I will have to check with the teacher. And you can ask them questions. I will just go and check if they have a religious class.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Jasmine.
What kind of desserts do you like?
Hey, did you hear? Okay. What is your favorite desserts?
Desserts? What are your favorite desserts? Bona? Now they are interested. When we are talking about food, now they're very interested.
My favorite dessert is ice cream, chocolate cake.
Okay. He said we have a really special dessert here in Croatia. You probably never heard of it. It's called štrukli. And now Borna will explain what štrukli is.
It's a pastry with cheese. It's kind of sweet.
Is it cheese or like a cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Oh, that's good.
Do you know what cheesecake is?
Yes. What's your favorite dessert?
Cake. Ice cream. Sunday. Cake.
They said cake.
Ice cream.
You know, it's funny, and you all may. Let me show you what we have in our class today.
Brownies.
In our class,
Cake.
they actually get to enjoy these. These are pastries. It's called an apple pie. Can you see that? And I've got it kind of wrapped up. But it's inside is apple filling, and then there's a breading on the outside. My aunt made these today for my class because my class participated in a White Christmas, which is a project where we brought in food items for families that are less fortunate than us. So our class won overall throughout the school. So my aunt was very nice, and she made them each an apple pie for today to enjoy. So they might not want to stay on for another whole hour because they won't get to enjoy their apple pie.
Next class we can eat.
Are y'all familiar with apple pies?
Of course, yes. And it's please do tell your aunt that she made a great apple pie. It looks so tasty, and we eat it here also in Croatia. We actually don't call it pie. It looks almost the same as the one you showed us. We don't call it pie. We call it strudla. So it's a German word strudeln. Everything that is filled with apple or berries or cherries or something like that, we call strudel. You know, so it's actually a German word.
We've heard them called strudels before.
Yes, strudel. Yes.
Boys and girls.
What is good that we have some more time to talk because our teacher was a little bit late. She had something to do, very important, and she came in late, so we have some 10 or 15 minutes to talk more about food or whatever. I don't know what. Do you have any hobbies? Do you train any sports?
We have a variety in the classroom. Luke Robbins, if you'll stand up and tell them what your sport is. What's your hobby?
Well, I usually play baseball.
Do you know what baseball is?
Yes. And what about girls? Do they have any kind of hobby? Do they also like sports or something else?
Volleyball.
Volleyball. Did you hear her? She said volleyball.
Yes, yes, definitely. Dora is also training volleyball. She's raising her hand over there. Please raise your hand. Okay. She trains volleyball, and Dora asked, what about the cheerleading? She's very interested in cheerleaders.
Yes. In our school, 6th grade is not allowed to be cheerleaders. They can't do that until 7th grade.
Right.
And but now we have some, maybe Little League, Ansley. No. Oh, Alaria, if you'll come here. Alaria is a gymnast. Come here, Alaria. Which is similar, you know,
It's
to
the
the
same
tumbling
thing.
and everything.
It's the same thing. You just don't have people.
But like in our school, we have 36 cheerleaders that represent our school, and they go to competition.
Well, that is great. We don't have that tradition of cheerleading. I think that there are probably some clubs in Zagreb that do cheerleading, but in schools, no, that's not our tradition. But we do have something similar. Those girls are called majoretkinje, and they're also supporting players, usually football players, but they represent the city. So majoretkinje, they're dressed in blue because the color of Zagreb is blue, and they support our players, but quite modestly. They, how can I say that? They just maybe. What I've seen in American movies, you also have brass bands. So something like that we have here. Those are majoretkinje, brass bands, actually.
We do. We have bands. Actually, my classroom right behind this wall is the band room, and we hear them frequently. But we do have bands in every one of our schools. I have some band members. Hagen, if you'll stand up, he's a band member. Owen is a band member. Can you see them? Move over to the camera. They play. Guys, you want to tell them what you play?
I'm a trumpet player. I play the baritone.
Oh, and she can't see you.
But we can hear he's the trumpet player, so we would like to see you.
Okay, and Owen, what do you play?
I play the baritone.
Owen plays the baritone.
Oh, very interesting. So you actually have music practices?
Yes, ma'am, we do. We actually, on top of our regular curriculum like reading and math and science and social studies, they also have electives where they can either participate in band. We also have keyboarding, which is typing. We have gym, which is where they work out. We have art, and then we have shop, where they actually build things.
Yes, yes, I understand. All these subjects my students had in elementary school, and now when they are in vocational school, they are more focused to tourism and catering and cooking. But they also have some other similar subjects like gym, for example, like PE, I think you call it PE. So that's their, I guess, favorite subject. Yeah, yes, they like to run around gym, and they like it. That's their favorite subject.
Okay, John Boy's got a question for you.
Do y'all play like, is football a thing over there that y'all are American?
Is it a lot? Is your football like American football?
No, no, and I have to say that this student asked an excellent question, but I will need help of my students because I am not so much interested in the sports. They will help me. Our football is European football, and it's actually called soccer. American football is much, how can I say, dynamic. And Americans often say that European football or soccer is kind of boring comparing to your American football. Now my students will help me. Do you like football? They say that they like football, and what is the name of our football team?
Hajduk.
What is the name of our football team? Can you help me? Okay, so they say that the name of our football team is Dinamo Zagreb, and it is our favorite football team, and all the guys in Croatia are football fans. Yes, all the guys in Croatia, they are really, really big football fans.
Now, our town, Gaffney, is actually a huge football town. Our high school does an exceptional job at each of its games. But are y'all familiar with American football?
We've seen American football only on TV, but very rarely, only on cable TV. We can sometimes check it on the cable TV, but on the regular, no, unfortunately. But we heard that you have really excellent players in all American high schools. It is very important to you that, if I understood it correctly, that you have excellent players even in high school. If that is correct.
We do. That is correct. That is correct. And we also have soccer, which is your football. And do we have any soccer players in here? Anson plays soccer. If you stand up. Anson plays soccer, which is your football.
Okay. And do you prefer, for this student who asked about the football, do you prefer soccer or football?
John Boy, do you prefer soccer or football?
Football. Our American football.
Yes, yes. I thought that you prefer American football. It's for me personally, it's much more dynamic than European soccer. All Europeans are really big fans of soccer, but for me it's a little bit boring, I have to say.
Hey, I have a question too. Oh. Oh God. Oh yeah. Do y'all know what basketball is?
Yes, of course, sure. All my students are saying yes, yes, we know. Unfortunately, one of our students who trains basketball, he's ill today. That student, his name is Sven, and he was reading to you last time. Yes. So when he gets better, he will tell you all about basketball because he's really tall. And he likes it a lot. He's a great basketball fan. Do you like football? Basketball, I'm sorry.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah.
We also in our school district here in Gaffney, we have an excellent basketball team as well.
And a question to this student: what is your favorite basketball player of all times?
Speak it.
Kevin Durant. No. You didn't like him. Well, he's good at basketball. I just don't like his shoes. Well, I like his shoes. You're really. He's a good basketball player. And I like Jordan.
Oh yeah. Right. Carson. This is Carson. He has another question for you.
Oh yeah. You know the World Cup soccer. Y'all into that?
No. Please repeat it once again, please.
Do y'all know about the World Cup of soccer? FIFA.
Oh yes, yes, we know about that. FIFA. Yes, we know about it. Do you have some other questions for us?
Yeah, I got one. What about your fashion? Like, what kind of shoes and clothes you wear?
Okay, now I will bring my students so you can see that. Now I will bring a couple of them because they like fashion. So these are our girls in the class. They're around 15, 14 years old. 15, okay, 15 years old, and they like fashion a lot. For example, Ivana here. This is Ivana. She's always dressed very beautifully. And today, for example, she has leather pants today. They look like, I think they look like ordinary Croatian teenagers. You know, I think, I don't know, you tell them. Are they beautiful?
They are. Very.
When you look at us today, do you see if we are similar to American teenagers or different? Are there any similarities or differences?
Angela's will answer that.
Similar.
You are very similar to our girls. They like all the new fashions. The hairstyle, everything. That's pretty much like the American girls. I mean, if you look around the room, I mean, my girls are about the same as yours.
Okay.
I do have a question, because I noticed your girls, do they put their hair up often? Because some of ours, like Chloe, if you'll stand up, she's got her hair braided today. See how hers is braided? And then Ainsley's going to stand up right here, and she's got her hair in a ponytail. And I mean, do your girls do that?
Yes, the braid is really, really nice. And I like when students braid their hair. I have to say that our students don't do that often. They like their hair down, and sometimes I even say them, you can see, when you have your hair down, you can see, you can't write. But no, they like their hair down, and I don't see them making braids so much or ponytails, I have to admit. I think they like to show how their hair is so long and rich, I guess.
Now, is that a custom? I mean, is that a custom to have long hair?
Yes, I really do think when you look at the streets of Zagreb, for example, even women, not only girls, but women, they all have their hair down. Maybe for some special occasions, they would make a bun on their head, or maybe a braid or a ponytail or something like that. But when they come to school or when they walk in the city, I think they really like to show the richness of their hair. I think it is a custom now. Okay, so that is actually, they said, yes, we like to show our hair, and girls insist on having a long hair even when they're of an older age. When they become a little older, then they cut their hair because it's more practical. But when they are young, they like to show their hair.
I'm going to show you Amaria. Amaria is our fashion queen in our classroom. So Amaria, if you'll stand up, this is...
Yes, we would like to see.
Yes. And Amaria, you may have to go. Can you see her from there?
Yes, we do. We do.
You got on some stylish socks and shoes today.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Our students, I don't know about your guys and girls, but our students are all about shoes.
Not me. Tell boy, just put it down.
Yes, well, my girls are now just discussing, well, yes, shoes are important maybe for the girls, but for the guys, no. Yes, I don't know. I think, yes, that shoes are important.
'Cause I think our guys focus on shoes more than girls.
That's interesting. When guys like shoes, yeah, maybe tennis shoes, yes. Tennis shoes, for example, are very important for our guys too.
Yes.
I also, some of my students asked me if you would like to hear a prayer, Catholic prayer in Croatian. They would like to pray in Croatian just for you, for American students, if that is okay with you.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay, now I will invite them, because now I think we will really have to go. So for the end of our session today, they would like to say a Catholic prayer in Croatian for you, so I will gather them now. This prayer, I think you all know it. It's called Our Father, and now you will hear it in Croatian.
Izvoli, evo, pomaknut ću se. Ok, dobro, ja se želim. Ne, to. Da, sliku.
Tomislave, reci što ćete
Dobro,
napraviti.
dvojice dođite tu.
Hrabar, ajde dođi i reci što ćete napraviti.
We are gonna pray Oče naš on Croatian. Oče naš
koji jesi na nebesima, sveti se ime Tvoje, dođi kraljestvo Tvoje, budi volja Tvoja, kako na nebu, tako i na zemlji. Kruh naš svakdani daj nam danas, i otpusti nam duge naše, kako i mi otpuštamo dužnicima našim, i ne uvedi nas u napast, nego izbavi nas od zla.
Prekrižite. Okay, so this was Our Father in Croatian. This is the main Catholic prayer. They send you a little blessing for the end of our session. And I don't know, I would like to ask your students, did they enjoy it today? Was this conversation fun for them?
Yes. We enjoyed it. And we want to thank your students for becoming brave and talking to us, because we really learned a lot from you all, and we have really, really enjoyed it. In fact, I'm going to go and tell you the whole school wants to listen to you. They really are wanting to interact. They're begging to come to our class.
What I have to say is that the similar situation is here. After our first conversation, everybody heard about our online project, and even the Croatian teacher and other teachers, they wanted to see what we do here, and they're very interested and very supportive. So next time I will invite some of our teachers to come here and say hello to you.
Okay. Look, I'm looking forward to it. How did you all watch the YouTube video from last time?
I did, but I didn't show it yet to my students, because sometimes I rarely see them. This week I will see them on Thursday and Friday, so tomorrow and on Friday I will give them the YouTube video you sent me.
Okay, and I did create us a Facebook page. We talked about that before, and I'll send you that link, and maybe we can start connecting that way as well, like pen pals, because I think my students are interested in that just as well as yours are. But I'll even post this session up as well today, and I'll send you the link, Ida.
Excellent, Susan. Thank you very much. Thank you for sending me the link, the YouTube link, and creating our Facebook page. My students like Facebook, and they will definitely use it as a tool of communication. And I would like to ask your students, What would you like to talk about next time?
You want to do tourism? Okay, they would like to share with you some things about our state, and we'll include some tourism spots in our state that are the most popular.
I think my students will be satisfied because they are future tourist workers. So definitely include as much as tourist attraction as you can. We would like to see that. And of course, we will do that the same for Croatia.
And I'm just going to share one more note. Your students are great to be able to cook, because if you look around my class, we just like, they just like to eat. They don't do cooking at all. I cook more than you guys do, but I'm not supposed to say.
We all eat and we all like say.
But thank you, Ida, and thank you to your students as well.
Thank your American students. Also, thank you guys. You were really, really great. Thank you for this conversation. And we will arrange another meeting in a week, something like that. Thank you. It was really, really fun. We also learned a lot. And we are sending you blessings, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.